Welcome back to Biz Politics, everyone. My name is Max, and look, it's been a quiet few days in the political world, although we did get a confirmation today that the Farrer by-election will be held on the 9th of May. So that's a while away, but look, everyone does have a chance to campaign a little bit. Of course, we only have a few candidates listed so far, which is Michelle Milthorpe. She has stated her intention to run, as well as, look, we do have a few other candidates, but not too many. One Nation is meant to vote in the next few days. But look, we do have a by-election coming up on this Saturday. So look, it's the Nightcliff by-election in the Northern Territory. So that should be really interesting to see. Look, I'll take a look at it right now. And so the Greens member did resign there, and the election was in, 2024? So let's take a look at the Kat McNamara from the Greens did resign. She had a lot of health issues, so I wish her best of luck. But of course, the three candidates running for this, is it three? There's only three, it looks like. Ed Smelt from the Labour Party. And you got, of course, the Country Liberal candidate. The Country Liberal Party is currently in government. They're only one of three state/territory Liberal governments currently. And, of course, you got the Greens candidate as well. And the Greens are hoping to retain that seat. But I think it's very, very likely that it could go to Labor. It could swing either way. Of course, in the 2024 general election for Nightcliff, it was very, very close in the two-party preferred. Between Labor and the Greens, there was a difference of just over, let's take a look, where are we? 30-something votes. That's crazy. Maybe just under 30. I'm just looking at it now, trying to do a quick rough calculation. But looking at that, that's very interesting to see. It could go either way. Could go Greens, could go Labor. I really doubt it would go to Country Liberal. Of course, they've got a massive majority of that. I believe they've got 17 seats compared to the Labor's 4. So look, even if it does go to the Labour Party or it still goes to the Greens, it won't really affect the Country Liberals at all, in my opinion. But yeah, look, I think that'll be an interesting one. Looking over at the Farrer by-election, I really still do think that could fall to the Liberal Party. It could also still fall to One Nation, which I think is very, very possible. And I'm really, really excited to look, of course, see where that goes. Of course, One Nation is still leading in the polls. Not too many polls out recently. Look, the most recent one did put One Nation back down at, I believe, 22%. The Liberal Party / National Coalition were down at 23.5%, I believe. And in the two-party preferred, it was I think it was 46 to 54. So look, the Liberal National Coalition is getting back up there, and that's quite good to see. Some nice polling for the right wing of politics. Of course, you do have the One Nation surge, but I'll be covering all of that. And of course, this Saturday, the Nightcliff by-election. We do also have Sam Groth's old seat, Nepean by-election. I believe that's on the 2nd of May. So that's one to look out for as well. And it looks like it should go to the Liberal Party. But of course, One Nation is campaigning for that seat as well. Oh, and one thing I quickly have to take a look at. Oh my goodness, Tim Wilson, what are you doing, mate? The member for Goldstein and the brand new Shadow Treasurer has sung a great song in Parliament. I love it. It's just so funny. Obviously, he took to the stage and he did sing "We Didn't Start the Fire," except the lyrics goes, the Treasurer started the inflation fire. Something about the Treasurer squirming. Poor old Jim Chalmers. But anyway, and of course, they did have the Prime Minister of Canada in the Australian House of Representatives today. I think it's Mark Carney. So he did give a speech, and that was great to see.